Learning Zili Nishmas Etta Ahuva by Yaakov. Masechah Sotah Perik Test Mishna Yomi. The Pulma shall spice Sayanis when the Aspasayanis attacked Yerushalayim in the time of the Roman siege. Gadzu Chachamim, the Chachamim were Geyser al Ataras Chasanim on having, according to Rashi, it's like crowns. According to Tyson Gittin, like a chuppah that was made specifically for the Chasanim. And the point was, after the Churban, they were memayit in Simcha. Va'ala Eris, also they are memayit on this type of instrument that they're used by chasanas. But Puma Shel Titus, when Titus surrounded Yerushalayim, so then they were geyser also on alatras kalis, on the crowns that the kalis would wear. V'shelo yomad adam b'noya Yavanis, and a person shouldn't teach his son Yavanis. The Gemara says dafka chachma Yavanis, but the language of Yavanis was mutter. The Pumas ha'acharein shaboy. And that last time that they destroyed the Beis Hamikdash, they were geyser shaleitete akala ba'piriyim b'seichir. They were geyser that a kala shouldn't go out with a dressed up with a canopy in the city. Rabbi Seinu hitiru. Afterwards, later on, they were mater shetete akalim ba'piriyim b'seichir because there was extra tzniya. So then eventually they were mater. Mishna Tesvav, which is a very long Mishnah. Misha Meir Meir Batul Moishle Mishalom. After a Meir was nifter, there was no longer people that were able to give Mishalom like Rameir was able to give. So it was Batul, that concept of giving Mishalom. Misha Meis Ben Azai, when Ben Azai was nifter, Batul Shaktanim, those that were masmid, that learned from day and night, that darga of Shaktanis was stopped after Ben Azai was nifter. Misha Meis Ben Zayma, Batul Darshanim were Batul. Misha Meis Yeshua, Pasku Tayv Min Ha'ilam. Good stop, because he was able to give so many eitzes. There was locusts that came that destroyed the Tvua, and there were a lot of tzaras. Mishamezer Belazim and Azariah, who was very rich, was Pasaka Oisha Min Chacham. Oisha stopped in Chachamim. Mishamezer Rikiva was nifter. Batal covered Atayra. So we'll see in a second. Also, we're going to say someone else is Batal covered Atayra, but Mishamezer Rikiva was Batal covered Atayra that he darshan al kol kutz v'koitz. He darshan the Torah on every little letter, every little line. Mishameser B'chanina ben Daisa was nifter batal and Shemaisa. The nisim that happened by tzaddikim were batal. Mishameser B'yaisi kadnusa pasku chasidim stopped. Malam nikna shemay kadnusa. Why they call him Rabbi Yaisi kadnusa? Fishay kadnusan shel chasidim. He was the smallest of the chasidim. Mishameser B'yechem ben Zakai batal ziva chachma. The shining of chachma. And he knew so much in the Torah that would stop. Mishameser ben Gamliel Zakim was nifter batal covered Torah. This is the second one we said before. Rabbi Akiva was batal covered Torah. When Gamliel Zakim was nifter, was batal covered Torah. Because until then they would learn standing, out covered Torah, and then they got weaker and they had to start learning sitting. Mesa Taharo Precious, and there was no longer anyone who was so much who was a Torah and a parish. Mishameser Bishmael ben Pavi, when he was nifter, batal Ziv Hakuna, because he was a Kohen Gadol and a Tzaddik. Mishameis Rebbe Batal Anav of Yeras Hachet. There was no longer anyone that was such an Anav in Yeras Hachet. Pinchas ben Yaro, Mishachar Beis Hamikdash, Boishu Chaverim, Umenei Chayrin, people who were Tamid Chachamim and Chashava people, they became embarrassed. V'chafu Rosham, and people would make fun of them. The Aziponim and the Manzerim would not respect them. And the Daldulu Anche Maisa, and people who were tzaddikim, bali maisim, they became poor, and no one cared about them. The gavru bali zroyo bali lashim, people that were strong and talked a lot, they became stronger. Ve'in derish ve'in mevakish ve'in shoyel al mi lanu lisha and al avinu shabashamayim. Rabbi Eliezer gadol emrim yom shechar beis hamikdash shroi chachimai l'mahavi kisfaraya. Those chachamim turned out to be only like those that teach children. The Sefaraya Chaznaya, and the people that teach children, they went down a darga less like the Chazanim, like the Shamashim in the Beis HaKnesset. So Chazanaya, Kami Da'ara, they became lower than that. They were like the Amei Aretz. Amei Da'ara, Uzla, and Adaldal. And the Amei Aretz became less and less in their Shmiras HaTorah mitzvahs. Ei Mevakesh, Al Mili Shishan, Al Avinu Shabashamayim. Again, the Mishnah says the same thing. We could only rely on Hashem. Ikvas the Mashiach. Before Mashiach comes, chutzpah yiskin, there's going to be a lot of chutzpah v'yoker, ya'amir, and prices are going to go up. Hagefen tita imperia, the be a lot of grapes, and yet hayayim b'yoker, wine will be expensive because people are going to want to drink wine. Malchus te'ah b'chaminas, the malchus that is shaylet on the world is going to turn towards the minam ve'in techecha beis vad yeh liznos. No one's going to be able to be machiach them, and the beis havad, the beis hamedrash, where the chachamim are, is going to turn into makam znos. V'hagolel, the area in Eretz Yisrael, the Galil Yacharav will be destroyed. V'hagavla and Yishim, and the Gavla, the name of a place, will turn into desolation. V'anshe Agvul, the people of Eretz Yisrael, Soivum Meir, they go from city to city, V'lo Yechenenu, and they won't have any place to stay. V'chachma Seifrim Tisrach Lacham, the Seifrim is going to get ruined. V'yiras Chet Yimetzu, Yiras Chet's going to become Mias. V'ha'emes Tinaderes, there'll be no emes in the world. V'na'arim Pnei Zakenim Yabinu, young people will embarrass old people. Zakenim Yamdom Ne'akadnusim, old people are going to stand up for small people. Ben Menav Alav, Bas Kama B'ima, Ben, a son, is going to make his father Menuvel, and a daughter to his mother. Kala B'chamaisa, a daughter-in-law to her mother-in-law. Oivai Ishan Shebeise Pnei Adar Yik Pnei Kelev, the face of the generation will be like a dog. Ben Einim is Bayish Me'aviv, a son won't be embarrassed from his father. Val Mi Yesh Lishan Alavina Shabashamayim. And Pinchas ben Yara, Imer Zrizas, the famous Brisa, the Mesil Sisharm is based on Zrizas Mevila de Nikias, Nikias Mevila de Tyre, Tyre Mevila de Prishas, Prishas Mevila de Kedusha, Kedusha Mevila Lidei, Kedusha Mevila Lidei Anova, Anova Mevila de Yereschet, Chet Mevila de Chasid, Chasid Mevila de Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh Mevila de Tchias HaMeisim, Tchias HaMeisim Bali de Elyo, Zocher Latoiv. Amen.